Welcome to the back pasture. Hey girls.
Well, how's everybody doing? What's going on, everybody? I'm Jay.
I'm Charlotte.
Welcome to Algiere Ranch, where we're building our dream of a first-generation cattle ranch here in Missouri.
That's right.
So if this is your first time joining us and you decided to click on that video because you saw we moved from the city to start a first-generation cattle ranch, no experience. Well, that wasn't the title, but you know what I mean. Like
that would be a long title.
That's a long title. But why we decided to jump into building a first-generation cattle ranch with zero experience.
This craziness.
It's absolutely crazy. So, again, if this is your first time joining us, we appreciate you being here. Hopefully you stick around. It's a fun journey. And we'll get to hang out with the cows. We do have more than cows. We got cows, chickens, donkeys, barn cat minus the barn, who has a shed now.
Yeah.
So he's upgrading.
Yeah,
We're almost
he is
there.
Upgrading.
We also have 3 pit bulls that we call the Pity Bros.
Yep.
So that's a kind of welcome to our family, the Algiere family. If you're not new here and you've been with us from the beginning, we appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of the ranch family. And we couldn't do this without you.
Yeah.
One, we're just back here hanging out with the cows.
Yeah, they walked away from us.
They did walk away from us.
They're like, we got some work to do. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Don't worry, you'll get to see them. But we, where should we start with this? I guess I gotta kind of tell about the vision board and having it on there, and then selling you on the idea.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
because this is kind of a whole, So, neither of us have any experience. I'm born and raised here in Missouri. She's from Virginia. Even though I was born and raised here, still had no experience. The closest thing I had was some chickens and some goats that my grandma had when I was younger. Over the course of growing up, which it was funny that Mom sent that picture of me in the cowboy hat when I was younger. I don't remember that stuff. What I do remember is always being fascinated with cows. You see them going down the road. Still me to this day. If I see cows, I don't care whose cows they are. It could be 1 cow or it could be 100. I get the same level of excitement.
Yeah.
I just love cows. So, fast forward, I went through a couple things. I played sports. I dropped out of college. I started my own personal training business. I joined another fitness company called First Form. I've been with them for 10 years. But when I first started there, the owner, Andy Frisello, this is 10 years ago now, he was like, hey, we're in a company meeting and he's telling us all to build a vision board. Basically, what do you want to accomplish in life? No matter how crazy it seems. What kind of car do you want? What kind of house do you want? What kind of watch do you want to wear? All of these things. And I'm like, well, I don't really care about cars. I don't really care about watch.
Yeah.
If I could have anything, I want cows and I want a ranch.
Yeah. I want cows.
I want cows. So really at that time, I had no reason to believe that we could start a ranch. When I say we, it was me at that time. And but anyway, I went home and I did my project. I was like, all right. So I cut out a piece of land and I was like, I'm gonna have 100 acres, and I put it on the board. And then it kind of just
sat there.
You're working in the fitness industry. It's so far away from there, but I just kept working and I grew my career and grew and got to a point in my career where I was talking to a lot of people. I was coaching a lot of people on sales and mindset. And there's 2 quotes I would always say. It's progress over perfection. You don't have to be perfect. There was only one perfect individual in the world, and it was none of us. Even you watching, I'm sorry. It's not us. His name was Jesus. Okay? And he was perfect, so we don't have to be perfect. But what you do need to do is demand progress of yourself every single day. You got to make progress. At least just take action. And then the second thing I would always leave them with is, don't let your fear stop you from being who you want to be. We all have this ideal image in life that we would want to create, but most of us let fear stop us from ever going out and building that life. And at the end of this meeting, I said that, And for some reason, I normally just close out and I'm like, that's it. See you guys later. And I saw somebody's hand go up and I was like, I'll answer this question really quick. I was like, yeah, what you got? And they're like, Jay, what is one fear that you're facing right now? And I was like, well, I don't have any fears. Like, I face all of them. Like, I believe fear exists, but it gives you an opportunity to be courageous. So I like to attack all fear. So when they initially said that, I was like, I attack all fears. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Did you say, is that how you ended the call, or did you?
No, that was in my head when I was like, I don't have any.
Gotcha.
But then I was like thinking about it, and I was like, is there anything that I'm not facing? And the only thing that I could think of, like, it hit me like a train in my head. I was like, I'm afraid of starting a ranch. I'm afraid of it because I don't have any experience. Zero.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do. So I told him, and because I also believe in putting things into the world, like you speak it. So I knew when I said it, I had to take action.
Yeah. He came home and you talked about it right away.
It was game on.
Yeah.
It was game on.
Because we were together at that point, which
Yeah.
is also, I mean, I'm sure you'll get to this too, but part of what you wanted is to not just do it on your own.
Correct. So again, yeah, you kind of put your head down when you have goals. You just work and you're working and you know what you're working towards, but you don't focus on that because you got to go through the process. But also with building this, I didn't want to just go build it by myself. I wanted to have a family, and the whole purpose of building it is for that. So when we started dating, okay, that was another piece of the puzzle that I didn't really put together. That's like, okay, hey, I can take action now. It's just fear stopping me. And but there's also another layer of that because she's like, oh, we're gonna live by the beach. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh goodness. So this whole time she has no idea that like this is what.
No, I had no idea. And if you've seen like pictures of him that were just a couple years old, he looked completely different. He didn't have this vibe of like country boy at all. So like, I mean, in my head, you were like Mr. City Boy.
Yeah.
And
Which
that's-
everybody in the company thought that too.
Yeah.
Until we would go to like company events and we would like shoot skeet like shotguns or
Yeah.
targets or anything, and people would be like, what do you do? Are you like ex-military or
Undercover?
something?
Yeah.
Like
He would wear, I mean, you would never catch him in pants. He was always wearing tennis shoes, hair in a bun all the time. Like even
it was
braids.
it was full fitness.
Full fitness.
Because that was
100%.
I mean 15 years of my life was in the fitness industry. But you understand, like, you have to suppress things to be able to focus and go all in. And that's what I was doing until I realized that like I was suppressing it so hard, and then it was like a huge wave overload, like when I realized I could go so I had to sell Charlotte on it. And I was like, hey, I know you want to live by the ocean. What do you think about living like with some land? She's like, I was like, and cows? Like, cows are awesome. We start watching some cow videos, and she's like, oh, they're so cute. And like, I'm like, cool, yeah, she likes them. Like, so we started like watching them more, like, and I started really like wanting to learn about cows, and I'm starting to learn a lot about them. And I was like, hey, we should go look at some like property, like just for fun. We took her to the first one.
Keep in mind, I was also in the city, like downtown living city girl too.
So took her to it. We walked it, and she's like, I love it. Can we get this one? And I'm like, whoa, this is the first one we've looked at. Like, hold on. Okay. So she's on board, and like, I keep asking her, I'm like, are you sure? Like,
Oh yeah, he asked me so many times just to make sure.
I'm like, are you sure? Like, don't just do this because you think, like, I want to build a family that is going to be raised on a farm, on a ranch, and like understand the work ethic, understand how to work with their hands, understand how to take care of themselves. Like, that is what I want to build. I want to build that type of family, and with those principles and that characteristic.
Honestly, as much as I like fell in love with the land and just the feeling of being out here in nature, because I've always loved being outdoors. This just gives me another reason to be outdoors. And as much as I love the cows, that was a huge reason for me to be like, okay, this is actually so much more than just cows and land.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally building up our family, our future, and having the strong work ethic instilled in the kids at a really young age. So that was a huge reason why I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds awesome. And that's just a huge reason why I come out here every single day. Like, that's on my mind almost every day too.
It took us a little while. We found some property and
Felt like forever. So if you're in that stage, just be patient.
and we just jumped in.
Yeah.
We just jumped in and leaned on God. God kept, opening doors for us and leading the way. Like, even though we were afraid, because again, no experience. But I just believe in learning through the process and understanding that if I'm willing and able, I can figure it out. If anybody else can, so can I. And again, live by those principles of progress over perfection, and don't let fear stop you from being who you want to be. And this is the life that we want to build. And we just got started, and we're just getting rolling.
Yeah.
We're on year 1 of YouTube, so that's new to us too. Year 1 with cows, and
We just started everything at the same time.
we just decided to go.
Yep. And here we are.
With that being said, there's a lot happening here. This property we completely cleared. It was all wooded. That's why we get excited when we come down here and we see this, because it's a big deal to us, guys.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
we're not just out here, just hanging out and trying to make videos. Like, we want to bring you guys along the journey and show, like, we are building a first generation fully operational cattle ranch that's going to be a direct consumer beef business. So that's the other layer of this, is we want to do it for our family and build something for our family and raise our kids to have the work ethic, but we're also wanting to provide for our community and quality beef, where people know what they're getting. They know that there's not going to be any chemicals. These cattle aren't going to be getting multiple injections a year of chemicals. I'm trying to avoid certain language so we don't get in trouble. But these cows are going to be holistically raised.
Yep.
As God intended for them to be. Will we intervene if it's like absolutely necessary? Absolutely. We're not going to let anybody suffer here.
Right.
But like, these cattle have been in nature for a long time, as God intended them to be. So we are going to intervene as little as possible. Like, we are not spraying any fertilizer on the ground. There's no chemicals on the ground. This is just, we are doing it nature's way. And
Yep.
we're working with nature, not against nature.
Exactly.
So I know that's a long rant, but hopefully if you guys are new here, we want to catch you up to speed. This is what we're doing.
Yep.
And hopefully you enjoy it. Let's hang out with these cows.
Yeah. Enough about us. We know you came for the cows.
And if you guys have other questions, we can answer them too. Just leave a comment. We can answer them in future videos, but I feel like that's a pretty good rundown.
Yeah, we realized we haven't really said that in a while, so wanted to give you guys a little update.
We actually already processed our first beef.
Yeah.
We should be getting that back here soon. And
we're very excited
very
about
excited. Another big milestone for us.
that. Here's little Lonnie. She's getting pretty big.
Yeah, she is.
She's cute.
They finally stopped moving around so I could get a good count.
Everybody here?
Everybody here.
Well, everybody, what you been doing?
Eating.
Well, that's good.
Eating and sleeping.
You like watching them in the grass?
Love watching them out here.
Oh, it's the best.
It's the best.
Then I got a big old bite of something.
I just love watching the different varieties that they eat.
Yeah. And they have quite a bit of variety.
Oh yeah, they got a variety here. Which the variety is good. There's such a oh, here's some of the seed
Oh,
that we
nice.
put down. That's good. Their hooves will push it in deeper.
Perfect.
Yep.
And we got a good rain.
Got a
Last
nice
night.
good rain for it. So but what I was saying is there's such different belief systems with like weeds and things of that nature, and if you look into more of the holistic approach, it's very much believed that like the weeds and everything provide different vitamins and minerals and just help with the overall different nutrient profiles that the animals are getting. And there's a lot of people that believe cows that eat a very diverse profile are healthier and more hardy and even have higher quality nutrients in their beef.
That does make sense, because I mean, I always refer it back to humans. Even if somebody ate something healthy like oranges every single day only.
But all they ate was oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would get a ton of vitamin C and a few other vitamins, but they're going to be lacking in a lot of different areas.
Man, I don't know if they've been just crushing it this hard the whole time, or if they're like, oh, they're here, we gotta step
Turn
it up
it
a
on.
notch.
Well, they eat in waves, so they'll eat and then they, ruminate and chew their cud. So we might have just caught them in a good period where they decided to start eating again.
Mommy's like, yeah, I eat at the opposite time so I can actually catch my mom.
Oh,
Man, I really thought we were gonna come down here to a
Me
baby
too.
today.
it's
Well,
just
Charlie Bear just peed on Pooh Bear. She's like, I'm out of here.
wow, peed on me.
Were you saying something about Addie?
She still looks big.
Yeah. Addie, I just can't believe it. Who's just walking across like they own the place?
Abigail,
Abigail. What's she pawing about?
she's not happy about something.
No, she wasn't, was she? Here's Daisy for all the Daisy lovers. Yeah, you got a whole fan group, Daisy girl. Hi, Jenny girl. Oh. Sadie, you just did that because you could. Of course, Luna has to lick the cart.
Yep.
Always gotta check it out.
Luna the cart licker.
Yeah, you got all sorts of nicknames, girl. I don't have nothing, girl. You just gotta check it out, don't you? He's like, oh. Hi, Luna. How about I just do this instead?
She's like, yeah. Look how much better her coat looks now.
Yes, it does.
She's shedded a lot of it off.
Mm-hmm.
You're a pretty girl.
Yes, she is.
Man, I wish she had a little more of that white spread out
I
on her
know.
body. Oh, look at Seven and Maggie.
You rubbing up on Mom. That's so sweet.
So guys, you're gonna see some flies. Like if you look at Charlie Bear's back, you're gonna see a couple on. I mean, she actually has the most. If you pan around, like not all of them have that many flies. There are gonna be flies out here though. Like it is a ranch. These are animals. There are gonna be flies. There's never gonna be 100% no flies.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter if you're using chemicals or not, there will be flies, period.
Right.
But this is not bad at all. And the important thing is to see, like, they're not really all around their face,
Yeah.
which that's a testament to that garlic salt.
Already, and that we just started that.
Yeah, they've had some. They always have their mineral mix. We've done garlic in the past. We just ran out, and we, just got it back in stock.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I would say they're doing pretty good. None of them have flies all over their face.
They hardly really have any on their backs even.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing really well, which to me that just says that Charlie Bear's not getting enough mineral.
Gotcha.
She's probably not consuming as much as the rest of them are. How you doing?
Yeah, girl.
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
You guys eating all this down? Ooh.
She's like, I'm trying. Getting as much as I can. It looks so different right here from when we set this up.
Oh, so different.
It's crazy. The height of the grass even changes the perception of the depth.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
It's crazy to look out there and see green.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that was all brown.
All of
dirt.
it. I love this spot right here, because when you look behind all those trees, you can see the skyline, and it's so nice.
Oh yeah, with the cows right there.
Yeah.
That's actually a cool picture.
Mm-hmm. Originally, we were thinking about even putting building a house back here.
Tree spots.
But, if anything now, we've just decided to do, if we really want something up here to hang out in, to do like a shed, little building with a porch or something. Not build the whole house, because I mean, this is right in the middle of everything. So we'd have to get a lot of electricity, run a lot to get electricity down here, and water, really.
It's also dependent, like, if this is long-term property or not.
Yeah.
Which we'll have to figure out along the way. We just don't know yet. Our goal is to continue to grow and expand, and we're in our first year, so we don't really know what that looks like yet.
Exactly.
Look how big those clover leaves are.
Oh my gosh.
They're ginormous.
I don't think I've ever seen one like that.
That big of clover?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Huge.
She's like, where? Hey girls, you like this spot? She's like, yeah, you were just talking about how good this clover was. I had to come check it out. Oh, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie. Hi, girl.
Hi, girl. I really do think that out of everybody down here, Daisy is thriving the most.
What makes you say that?
Just because she never stops eating. And I mean, she looks thick to me.
Yeah, she's full. I love how they all think that they're missing out on something.
They all have
what's
to
over
go
there?
check.
What is that?
Yeah. Maybe that's just because in my mind, Daisy is a certain way because I've made her up that way.
I mean, she definitely is our least picky eater.
Yeah.
I would say Specs is in that category too.
Yeah. I guess I just haven't seen him out here as much.
Yeah. I am excited to see him out here.
He's just going to look good with that herd.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
Well, it's just amazing out here right now.
Yeah, it is an absolutely blessing of a day.
Blessing of a day. I like that.
Yeah, my herd favorites have changed.
Oh, wow.
The order in which people are ranked.
People are ranked.
Our cows.
Okay, what is it? Who's number one?
Are we doing in totality or just the females? Just the cows?
Oh, totality.
This is tough. How about we make everybody else do their top 3 in order, and then we can say ours next time. Or we can just say ours and then you guys can do it too.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right, you guys pick your top 3.
Yeah, think about it before we say.
And
Here, I'll even show them to you.
you guys should know a majority of their names.
Yeah.
I understand some of the black cows get confused in there, but well, I'm just ready to vote. We ain't gotta.
Okay.
I mean, if they ain't,
I mean, if you have a favorite, you would know, right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody
Ladies
got
first.
yours? Okay, top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know it will be a surprise to everybody that Luna is number 1. And then I think Daisy. And then this is tough actually. Luna was easy for me. I feel like I have a special place in my heart for Jenny because she was our first one. But that's 3 of the
That's
same
3.
age heifers.
Yep.
I would say
Well, that's who you just picked.
Luna, Daisy, Jenny.
Yeah.
It was a tie between Jenny and Specs. That's what I was trying to decide.
It's really tough.
I was also going to say Lonnie for 1 just because I'm always drawn to her. Especially when I'm filming. I'm like, oh, Lonnie! But I didn't count the calves because that's not fair. Because they're just cute.
Yeah.
So before you go, Charlotte, don't even pretend like Lonnie's not your favorite.
I don't have the order figured out, but it's definitely Millie, Daisy, Addie, and Specs. I gotta.
Okay.
I
Well, I had 4 too, technically.
Yeah.
So we had our top 3 girls and our favorite bull.
Yep.
Okay. That's fair.
Luna has a special place, too.
Mm-hmm.
But Addie is Luna's mom.
Yeah,
so-
you've always loved Addie.
Yeah. But I like the horns too.
Yeah.
So all 3 of mine have horns.
Yeah, true. They do. That's tough.
It's really tough.
Man. That's a good problem to have, though.
And it is a good problem to have. Mine also are in line with where I want to go with the herd.
Mine are also personalities. That's how I picked it, too.
Yours are tied to personal connections.
Which I'm...
Jenny and Luna.
Right. Which I'm not
Our
surprised
first
by at
ones
all.
can never separate.
No. They're staying forever.
I used to give her trouble and be like, hey, somebody sent me a message and they said they want our 2 new calves. And they were going to give us $5,000 a piece.
I'd be
She's
like,
like,
no.
what? I'd be like, yeah, $5,000. She's like, no. I was like, you wouldn't take $10,000 for them? She's like, they're not leaving. I was like,
Where's everybody going? We were coming to hang out. Well, really, we were coming to see if there was going to be a baby down here.
yeah, I really just want to see a baby out here. We do got to get a fence put in this weekend to keep them out of that.
Oh, yeah. So next move we do will be on that side. Pasture number 3. So this right here is the corner, in case
Yep.
the wires are hard to see. And this is where we ended off our permanent wire.
Yeah.
So if we did this over here, we would need to step in all the way to that fence.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You guys might see us either do step-in post or we might just put in the actual timeless post.
Man, it looks good over here.
It really does. I am so happy. I was actually really, really nervous. And trust me, guys, we know it doesn't look like perfect.
Right.
But big steps for us because where we are standing was literally all woods. Hopefully you can see from all the burn piles.
Right.
See all these?
There's a lot where that comes from.
See all these?
They're everywhere.
Oh, there's more behind us.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one there. So yeah, this was all trees. And these are like already broken down.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be double the size
Yeah.
that they are. Which is
That
actually
one
quite
is
cool.
massive.
Yeah.
That one was started before we got here though, wasn't it? Or did we burn that one? We burnt a lot when we first got here.
Yeah.
Like almost every weekend it seemed like we were burning.
Yep. And if you've ever burnt and burned and burned and burned, you get burnt out of burning. So when you guys ask her like, are you gonna burn those? I'm like, I am tired of burning stuff. I really don't want to anymore.
And it's been really cool to see how much they have like obviously, yeah, they're still here, but they've broken down a lot since they first started. Oh, look how pretty. I love these.
What are those?
I think they're just a little version of sunflowers. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Not totally sure. I love finding all the little wildflowers.
Yeah. I love just walking through here and seeing the progression.
Me too. I feel like
Well, it
me and
seems like
Lovey-
they're already getting used to just like finding their own food.
Yeah, they are. It did not take them long.
They were a week in pasture 1,
Mm-hmm.
so this is pasture 2.
Yeah.
It's not even 2 weeks yet. We're not the feed truck anymore.
We're just the moving man now.
Yeah, the moving man.
Not gonna lie, my arms are sore, making it hard to hold this thing.
From the workout?
Yeah, that's why I keep putting it on Jay. I'm curious to see what a lot of these trees look like when they're more filled out. Like these over here.
Yeah.
Because these were like surrounded by trees, like boom, 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 boom.
Oh yeah.
But they left some, so that's why they're so thin
Yep.
and then bushy up at the top.
Yeah, I mean, there was so much competition.
Yeah.
We just went through and thinned it all out.
I mean, those over there look interesting. We
Yeah.
might clear some more of those out.
Because they're so tall,
Yeah.
they should be able to grow quite a bit.
Mhm. I do like having a lot of trees out here.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time you could really see how many there actually are.
Yeah. We still have a lot of trees.
Mhm. I don't know why last time it was just hard to tell. Was it just because there was brush everywhere? They blended in.
Last year at this time, there was still brush rows up and down everything, so it just looked messy.
Mm.
All of this was basically spread out from side to side.
Mhm.
So then we went through and pushed it all in with skid steer
Yeah.
and made these rows.
Man.
Pine tree. I love pines.
Yeah, we made sure they also kept all the pine trees.
Yeah, I said, don't touch those pine trees.
Yep. We love those things. Well, sorry those cows don't want to hang out with us today.
Yeah, they're just getting busy.
They're putting in the work. I'm not complaining about that though.
Nope, me either.
Done. It's just so cool to see it like this.
It really is. What's you girls doing?
Yeah, Daisy girl, you finally come back up to say hi to us? She's like, well, I came back up here, but not to say hi to you.
Shoot, dang it. Why is she saying that?
'Cause she's eating.
Oh.
She's like, I'm busy. Not 'cause she's being mean. Daisy's not mean. Is that Charlie Bear right behind her?
Yep.
Yeah, well, they all got their heads down working. They're like, yeah, we got big dreams over here too.
The more you girls work on this one, the better it'll be.
Yeah.
Think about that. We're working as a team, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you ready to wrap this thing up and do a Just Cows video?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you don't know what we're talking about, we have we have 3 channels. We have Algiere Ranch, we have Algiere Homestead, and then we have ARC, which is Algiere Ranch Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So one's an orange logo, one's a white logo, and then one's a black logo.
Yep.
So make sure you collect them all.
All the tokens.
That's a Pokemon. That's a Pokemon term.
Collect them all. Oh, I wouldn't know that.
Catch them all.
Catch them all.
Goodness. On ARC, we do videos that's just cows eating, so that way you don't have to listen to Charlotte and I talk or
Why'd you
laugh,
say
giggle.
me first?
So, if you want to watch those, I would encourage it.
We love it.
We love it. It's what we do anyway. We just sit out here and watch them. So we decided to start recording that so we can watch them inside the house too.
Yep.
And
Can't get enough of them.
a lot of you guys enjoy it as well and say how peaceful it is and relaxing. And some of you guys watch it falling asleep, which is awesome. So head over to ARC, Algiere Ranch Chronicles, and we'll have a new Just Eating video coming soon.
This will be a good one.
So as always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.